How's it going, everybody? David Hedge here, and before I begin the video proper, like I always do, I want to take this moment to just thank you all for your patience and for your support over the past couple months as my family and I get used to a new normal. On December 3rd, I lost my father to cancer. And since then, a lot of the past few months, past couple months have been a blur. Everything has happened just so fast. My mom is now in Tennessee with my older sister and her husband. And I'm no longer planning trips to Lynchburg anymore like I would always do. And I've been having to adjust to a lot of things, and I've had a lot on my mind, and there was a part to where I didn't think I would continue doing videos anymore. But my dad always told us to always make sure we do what we love to do and to live each day the best we can. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to do this channel. I'm going to continue to share my passion for gaming with all of you. And I want to start with today with this video. So again, thank you all so much for your patience and your support through the past couple months. It means the world to me. And now, without any further ado, let's begin 2024 with the video today. Thank you. How's it going, everybody? David Hedge here, House Hedge Gaming, and we are back here on YouTube. The channel is up and running, and what a great way to start off then by spotlighting an event that took place last weekend at the Berglund Center, and that is Big Lit Comic-Con 2024 Winter Edition. Now, the one thing I could say about Big Lit Comic-Con is that this year they changed it up a little bit, and it was out of necessity. So originally they were advertising that they were going to have the Berglund Hall, which is a separate area of Berglund Center. But due to circumstances beyond their control, they were no longer able to use Berglund Hall, and everything had to be put into the Special Events Center. What ended up happening is that you had a convention that basically transformed to the next level. You had all sorts of different vendors that have never been there before. They were able to get them into the special event center. You had all the booths set up, and it looked like a bigger convention than what it has been. You were able to differentiate all the different booths, and you didn't have them all crammed together like they have been in the past. Because sometimes when a con starts up, you're going to have that feeling of just like a flea market type deal, because everybody's booths are crammed together. But the way they had set up, you had each booth had a designated area, and they had the black draping and all to where you could separate, and you didn't have to look at somebody's back of somebody else's head and their booth and everything. And it just looked really nice. It looked a lot better than what it has before. So the people of Berglund Center, the people of Big League Comic Con, that was an amazing job to get that done. Hopefully they can keep that aesthetic going through to future events, because it definitely made a huge difference. Now, if you've seen the videos from Big League Comic Con's past on the channel the past few years, you'll notice that it's gotten bigger, that the rows have gotten a little bit narrower for people to traverse through, but you have a lot more vendors coming in, and you have a lot more celebrities coming in. You have plenty of stuff going on the main stage and everything. And I just wanted to do a little bit of a spotlight video for you for this event. I wasn't able to get as much as I would like to, but I still want to spotlight this, because in August, there'll be another one at the Berglund Center, and I hope that it's not during Gen Con, because I would love to cover the fall version, the end of summer version of that great event. But if I can't, I'll still be doing Gen Con. I just bought my badges on Sunday, so I'll be able to have that ready to go. But this con is definitely one where, if you are a brand new person to conventions, this is a great starter con for you. You are able to go in, you are able to get through the aisles, I would say 1 to 2 hours to go through and check out each of the vendors and everything. You might find a new artist. You might be able to find a new author that you can discover, and maybe start a new collection of books from that author. You can find some great posters and wall mounts and 3D printed figures. You can get an autograph from a celebrity that you've seen on TV or in the wrestling ring, or has done multiple voice acting jobs in different animes and cartoons, stuff like that. There's something for everybody at Big League Comic Con. Now, as a personal story from me, this year, one of the wrestlers that attended was Ron Simmons. And I got a chance to talk to him for just a little bit. The reason why I wanted to was because I'd say about 32 years ago, when Berglund Center was known as the Roanoke Civic Center, I got a chance to meet Ron Simmons, Butch Reed, and Teddy Long. And I was able to, because back in the day, you were able to wait out in the parking lot, maybe see a wrestler or something after the matches. And my dad and I did that. So those three gentlemen were talking to my dad. And I was there as an 8-year-old kid just doing this. And just dumbstruck and in awe, because here were two giant men and Teddy Long and my dad just talking for a good 10 minutes. Like, my dad knew them forever, and they just were talking about, my dad was just saying how much he loved them in the ring, and they just started talking about different things, and I'm just there as a kid, just a starstruck kid. And then when they finally left, my dad looked down at me and he was like, "That was cool, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I got a chance to share that story with Ron Simmons. And that's something that I will take with me for the rest of my days. And I'll be able to share that story with everybody, especially all of you. And that's what, in my mind, a lot of conventions are like. Sometimes, yeah, it's about buying that great big action figure, or sometimes it's about finding that rare comic book, stuff like that. But for me, it's creating stories and being able to create experiences and be able to have those carry on. And this is just one of them. And I'm glad I was able to have that moment with Ron Simmons and be able to tell him about my dad. And that's something that I will never forget. But if you have a chance to check out Big Lick Comic-Con, whether it be here in Roanoke or whether it be up in Dulles, near DC, I highly suggest you do it. If you have a local convention around your area where you live, and if you've never been to a con before, that might be a good place to start. And then you can work your way up to some of the bigger ones like Origins or Dragon Con or New York Comic Con or Gen Con. But this has been a little bit of a spotlight, if you will. It's a shorter video, but I wanted to make sure to just remind people of Big Lick Comic Con and just let you know that they are one of the up and rising convention series going here on the East Coast, just based out of little old Roanoke, Virginia. But thank you all so much for checking out this video. If you like it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let everyone know that House Hedge Gaming is here for all of your gaming needs. So until next time, everyone, stay safe and take care, my friends.